Hi, YouTubers!
They say hi, Sky. Okay, I believe last time we played, you guys had just finished the siege, and you guys were coming back into Clan Hall to get or hopefully get a long rest. And
Oh, we didn't.
hmm,
We didn't get our long rest yet, did we? Oops.
We did
well,
it.
Oh, okay.
well, yeah, you guys can say you did it. That's fine. Um, and Durkar chose to stay up through the night, conversing with the different um, priests of the different deities, trying to find one to accept him. Um, let's see, how do I want to do this? Durkar, go ahead and roll a straight charisma and straight constitution throw for me. Or check.
Alrighty. Charisma and con, you say?
Yes, please.
Is saves or normal?
No, just checks. Just like that.
Okay.
Okay. You spend the majority of the night um, wandering around between the 6 different deities. There's 6 different temples, shrines, whatever you want to call them. Um, Conversing with priests or priestesses of each deity, trying to find one willing to um, find one willing or find one appropriate for your faith. Um, uh, Sometime 4 or 5 in the morning, you're exhausted. Um, you're having trouble concentrating. And, I mean, you went through um, the exhausting process of teleporting into this location and then jumped right into a fight, which in and of itself is exhausting. And then you're spending this time without resting, um, meditating, which is mentally exhausting. Meditating and
Excuse me.
who is that?
That was Eric hacking up along.
Sorry, I'm muted.
Oh, okay. Um, Then you spend this time meditating and attempting to converse with the deities, which is mentally exhausting. So you're at this point you're just having trouble concentrating. A couple of times, much to your chagrin, you've actually nodded off while meditating. Um, and about the time you got to the fourth deity, um, you spoke with a priestess of Hestasia, and Hestasia didn't seem to respond to you. You spoke to a priest of Rethbon, and as soon as you started talking, started meditating towards him, you could tell that was definitely not a fit for you. Um, you went and spoke to um, priest of Estra, and she didn't seem to respond to you either. Um, you went and spoke with a priestess of Duargo, and um, that deity just didn't seem to be responding to you either. Unfortunately, as you're um, meditating, trying to talk with him, you kind of start to nod off. And as you do, um, you find yourself in a um, very lush forest. And as you look around, there's just green trees and ferns and basically any kind of greenery you can imagine left and right of you. And the temperature starts to rise drastically. And some of the greenery starts to smoke. And after a moment or two, it starts to... You get sudden bursts of fire as the trees and the bushes start to ignite. And suddenly the entire forest seems to be in a roaring inferno, except for this 10-foot circle directly around you. Is there anything you want to do, Durkar?
Am I standing, kneeling, sitting?
You are standing in the middle of this 10-foot circle, surrounded by a roaring inferno.
I'll gradually just turn a circle, taking a look at what's going on and all around me. Try to contemplate why. Then after a few minutes, I'll be like, who's there? What do you want?
In response to your questions, you hear a soft chuckle and soft laughter. It's almost... You can barely tell the difference between it and the roar of the fire, but it's very very faint and but very definitely there. Um, After a moment or two, you can see a short form, short humanoid form, just a silhouette out in the fire. And it slowly walks towards you.
I'll cock my head to the side, doing the lizard twitch while I'm studying this figure. My eyelids are double blinking.
Okay. After a moment or two, this form slowly steps into the circle. She appears to be a dwarven female. She has fiery red hair that if it weren't moving, it would be probably come to about the middle of her back. But at the moment, it's almost like it's on fire. It's just kind of waving and flowing behind her. She's got this dark red armor with a matching dark red shield trimmed in gold with a burning blade emblazoned on the front of the shield. And as she looks at you, she's got she opens her eyes, and in place of eyeballs, she has just these burning eyes, and it's just fire inside her where her eyeballs should be. And
Durkar can't help but a small smirk crosses his face. Being a being of fire, seeing another being of fire, just can't help himself.
she smiles, gives you a small smile as she regards you, looking you up from head to toe, looking over from head to toe, and then as she speaks, the voice seems to come from all around you, and it's almost as if she's manipulating the roar of the fire to create her words. And she says, you've been seeking a deity. My brothers and sisters seldom invite one with your skills. And she kind of holds her hand out, and in her hand, a small ball of fire forms. She kind of holds it out to you and says, I know you're new here, but if you seek divine representation, then you could do worse than following me.
I'll walk up to about 3 feet in front of her, and I'll squat. I won't kneel. I'll squat down, throwing my scimitars across my lap. And I'll get down more on her eye level, and I'll just look at her and study. And I'll ask again, who are you?
Some call me the soldier's maiden. Some call me the searing flame. But I am Rashan. Goddess of fire.
As you said that, my corner of my mouth twitches again. Since you're the only response I've received in this unknown world, and you are of the same elements that I adore, I guess I could take you for a spin. For my Lord Bahamut, I do not know where he is.
As as you say this, a flaming sword appears in her hand, and all the fire suddenly flares, gets drastically hotter. She slams the blade of the sword into the ground, and you hear her say, crap, my mind just went blank. Oh, you hear her say, I'll not be a consolation prize. If you wish to serve me, then you will do so. Then you will choose it. You won't accept it as a lack of options.
I'll continue to look at her, look around. I'll look back at her. Then if thou shalt have me, I shall join thy service. And at that point, I'll go down to one knee.
Okay. Um, she'll pull the blade out of the ground and touch both of your shoulders with it. You feel the heat of the blade burning into your scales. And she reaches down and touches the edge of your scimitar. And the edge scimitars, rather. Double-bladed scimitar. And the edges glow white hot for a moment. And as they cool, you can see this white smoke coming off the edges of your blade. And she says, I expect you to serve me faithfully. in time, there may be further benefits to service. And she steps backwards into the fire.
I'll bow my head as she leaves.
Okay, she steps backwards into the fire, and then you wake up. And you are standing or kneeling before a brazier in Duargo's temple or shrine. I'll put you up here.
Am I smoking or emitting more heat than normal?
You are not, however, your double-bladed scimitar is still smoking. And in combat, it will do 1 point of fire damage anytime you hit.
Cool. I'll look at both of them, study them, and then I'll just fall over backward and pass out.
Okay, I will add that to your damage.
And for any of those who come upon me first, there is a smile upon my face
Okay, that your
of
scimitar
what
should
can be
be.
considered a smile.
Okay. That is your holy symbol. Or, well, the holy symbol of Rashawn. Pop-up should have popped up for you, whether it did or not at all, but
Got it.
okay.
I'll have to have one made.
Okay, okay, as for the rest of you, you wake up in the morning. Actually, Mirnar, last thing you said was that you were going to seek your the shrine of Diorgo. Was there something you wanted to do with that?
Uh, I was going to do evening prayers before going to sleep
Okay.
and to commune.
Okay. Um, Okay. So you guys wake up in the morning?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Do I need to do like a constitution or dexterity check or something to make sure that, I don't wake up with a disease?
Because he took who knows how many Twinkies to bed with him.
How many did you take to bed with you, Mello?
Just one.
Just one?
Just one.
Male or female?
What? Oh, well, tonight was a female.
Okay.
We'll see how tomorrow goes.
Yeah, give me a Constitution saving throw.
My God. Yes. My blood is pure, baby. I'm good. No, you tell me. Oh, I'll be quiet.
For
Will you
now.
though? Will you?
Well, technically, you don't have any blood. You're undead.
Well, that's true.
He has no blood of his own
Yeah,
anymore.
but you can get
Technically, he has a
skin
lot of blood
diseases.
because it's everybody else's blood.
Things can still fall off, I guess.
I was gonna say, if you have no blood, then you can't have your blood rushing down there anyway. So you can't have sex.
Okay, all right, enough of that.
The question is how much blood's left in the
You're killing. You're killing the role play. Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were improving it. I thought it was good.
You don't, feel, believe that you've been corrupted.
Yeah.
But the poor sap left in the bed.
Oh, she's not waking up.
Oh?
What?
Did you kill her?
What do you expect?
Oh, you're so bad.
I needed to get my energy back.
Oh, did you kill her?
Well, yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Ooh, you.
I'm not with him. I'm telling you
Trouble.
now. I'm not with him.
None
Yeah,
of you.
no shit. You can't be doing that in here. This is like a safe
Look,
sanctuary place.
I took her out in the middle of the night and I dropped her over the edge of that ravine. No one's gonna find her. We're good. Don't worry about it.
None
We're
of
good.
you. None of you guys know this. None of you
I
guys know
know.
anything about this.
We're gonna leave it that way too.
Actually, Miss Sparrow.
Shouldn't there be a roll for, to see if anybody noticed or if he was caught by the guards?
Yeah, because I was following him around trying to get more information because I still believe
Well,
that
you
he's the
weren't.
one that killed my family.
You weren't following me.
I'm sneaky like that.
Miss
Actually,
Sparrow.
Oh no.
Miss Sparrow and Valakad, give me perception checks at disadvantage.
Oh no.
You really wanted that 13, didn't you, Valakad?
Very badly. 13's the best number in the world.
It's the most luckiest number in the world.
Exactly.
Miss Sparrow, are you gonna give me one too? There we go.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find it and then I got confused. My children are howling.
Oh, they are related to Mello.
I know. God, they're trying to get the puppy to howl, and so I got the two children howling and the puppy howling and the
Very loud at this house right now.
Sounds like fun.
always loud in this house. Always.
Okay.
Child talks in her sleep.
Mello, how stealthy were you trying to be with this body dump?
Put a fog out, There's no.
Okay, well, give me a stealth check. I'll go ahead and give you advantage on it.
Dun 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 dun.
You
Da-da-da.
suck so bad.
Dun-dun-dun.
Okay, nobody noticed you. You,
Da-da-da.
Aw.
as far as you know, As far as you know, you got away with it.
Yeah, always do.
At least until she doesn't show up for work.
Better get the heck out of here.
Okay, so you guys have awoken in the morning. Um, what do you guys want to do?
Do
I'm
we know
still
what our
passed out.
mission is yet?
Do we what?
Yeah, do we know like what we're supposed to be doing, like where we're supposed to be going or anything? Has
You have not.
Valakat figured that out yet?
You guys have not been given any more information.
I am going back to the tavern to drink.
I get up and head to the tavern, waiting for the others. After I do my morning prayers.
Okay, Miranar, as you walk into the temple or the shrine, there is a golden dragonborn laying on the ground, snoring.
I tap the dragonborn. As he was with us earlier, I figured he would know that I'm getting ready to join the others.
Okay, Durkar, you gonna wake up?
Nothing yet.
Kick it. Kick it.
I tap
Doesn't.
his feet again.
How hard?
Hard enough to wake you up.
Slowly, first I tap it, then I tap a little harder, then I kick it, with a side kick, and then I just pretty much kick it.
Okay, I'd say upon a medium kick, you get a couple of billows of smoke that come out of my nostrils.
We're going to join the others. Tap, tap.
I'll roll over, grumble. What time was it when I would have passed out, by the way?
Would have been roughly 4 or 5. So like 3.5 hours ago, something like that.
Alright, so I'm still 10 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, you're still. Yeah, definitely do not get a long rest. So, are you going to wake up or?
Yeah, as he gets in the more violence and breaks me out of my sleep, I'll start rolling and tossing a little bit more, being a little bit more active. And then I'll eventually just sit up and sit on the floor, looking down at my hands and then contemplating everything that I've just gone through.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
AFK.
Okay. Um. Okay, you do not have any levels of exhaustion yet. That could change as the day goes on.
I'll slowly get to my feet using my scimitars as a cane to stand up, being a little bit unstable.
Okay.
And I'll go, why are you kicking me?
We're meeting the others.
For
And the
what
one that
purpose?
said that we were gathered together for a quest or for a not quest, not campaign, but I'm trying to say the word, but I just can't. Adventure. That's the word I was going.
And which one was that again?
I think it was a dwarf. Am I right about that?
I look like a human.
It was the human looking one.
I'll put my hand on my chin and I'll do a little throaty grumble, like I'm thinking, and I'll be like, "Where?"
Follow me.
Hey,
There is bound to be drink to wake you up.
and I'll half-heartedly follow. How do you
Or
say your
food.
name? Muimer? Well,
Murmur.
yeah, I don't know your name yet. So what are you exactly?
I'm a dwarf.
All right,
A gray dwarf.
I'll follow the dwarf, but at a slower pace because I have no idea what's going on or where I'm going.
That's impossible. Nothing can go slower than a dwarf.
You're right there.
Oh,
I
did
mean,
you?
there are snails.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I need to light a torch because I'm blind. Because I don't think there's any lights in the halls.
Not really.
Okay, so I'll need a torch.
Okay, so
And
you guys make your way up into the tavern. Um, a server comes to the tables that you guys are sharing and addresses Miss Vera and asks if would you guys like any breakfast this morning?
I'm back.
Yes, we would like a full breakfast, and Milo is paying.
No, I don't think so.
You don't eat, so you save money that way.
Uh-uh. You guys are all for yourself there.
She looks
Well,
around. She looks around at um, basically everyone except for you and Myrnar, and says, um, "You'll all be eating together."
yes, we have some things to discuss.
I see. And she kind of gives you a concerned look, and then nods and says, "I'll be right back with some food then."
I'm still following this dwarf that hasn't moved, so I haven't moved.
I was waiting for you.
Oh, I said that on mic.
I call over to Miss Bear and ask her to join us.
There, you're all sitting together.
I was like, I was moving and I moved all of a sudden.
Okay. She comes back a short time later, with a small keg of which you could assume is probably beer or ale. Large platter of scrambled eggs and bacon.
My God.
And she puts it down on the table in front of you, Miss Vera. And then puts down several mugs as well. So you guys can have bacon, eggs, and beer if you want.
I'm just going to pour myself some beer.
I'm
All
gonna
of the
get
bacon
some
is mine.
bacon and eggs and a mug of beer.
All mine.
Hot meat and a thing of eggs.
Disgusting.
I'm gonna take a double portion of everything.
I'll take eggs, bacon, and beer.
Just eggs and bacon.
And beer.
No beer.
You must not be a dwarf then.
I take your servings.
All right, you got us all together. Explain, Valakad.
She does charge you 3 gold for all of it. So you can choose who is paying for that amongst your table.
I'll put it down.
Okay.
I have seen each of you in a vision. And as wild as that seems, and as strange as that seems, I have gotten no answers as to why or where we are going from here. But I feel that there is something important that the 7 of us must complete.
So, how do you start something that you don't know where we go from where we are?
Good question.
The fact that we are here, all of us, at this dwarven stronghold makes me think that it has something to do with the dwarves.
Are you here to help me get revenge for my family's murders? They were dwarves.
That may come into play. I do not know.
What were you doing in your vision?
We were in some sort of crypt or something with undead and these ugly creatures that I've never seen in my life. And Valaked will describe orcs and goblins. Without saying orcs and goblins, because Valaked has no clue what they are.
Has any of us seen an orc or goblin before?
Reference what we just got done fighting.
Oh,
Those are the same types of things, or
yeah.
different type of species?
How common are they that
Those
we would?
those things, yeah, just like those things that we were fighting, except they were in some sort of other building or crypt or something.
DM, do we want to have in my realm that I came from, were orcs and goblins more common, or were they more of a scarcity or non-existent there?
Um, Give me a history check.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I got a -1 to history.
Okay, they existed. Um, they weren't as antagonistic where you came from.
Would
They,
I know about them at least, or no? Know what they look like or anything like that?
yeah, you know about them. Um, you may even be friends with some of them. Um, yeah, they're orcs and goblins are humanoids just like any other race where you come from. They can be good, bad, in between.
So I'll relay that information that they looked like these creatures called orcs and goblins from my realm, as that's what we refer to them as.
You said it was a crypt of some sort.
I only I don't know that it was a crypt. I only say that I think it's a crypt because of skeletons that popped out at us when opening certain doors or vaults or something along that line. It was very much akin to a crypt.
Can we do a? Can we make ourselves our own history or perception or whatever check to see if we can recollect any knowledge of our journeys in the past to have known of any type of orc crypt or heap that might kind of relate to this description or the story we're getting, this vision?
Um, Not really sure there's enough detail.
Okay. Well, let's keep inquiring about this vision and see if we can get some details. What were we doing in this crypt?
We were all locked in a room without armor or weapons. There was a handprint on a wall in blood. I forget who, but one of you, it was not me. One of you drew blood from yourself, and that's how we got out of the room. And there was more handprints on different rooms as we explored this place. And we were able to find our armor and our weapons.
So we start off as captains.
Sounds like blood magic. Does that exist?
There are some tribes, especially amongst the orcs, that use a variation of it. It's using blood as a component in spells is a way to make the spell affect you more on a personal basis, a physical basis. It really only works with some spells, and most of them are not mainstream.
Based on that now known knowledge, are we able to pinpoint certain regions of orcs that might know this type of magic?
See, Valakad, you mentioned the bloody handprint, right?
Yep.
Okay. You guys are welcome to give me a history check.
Well, I don't know it. Woo! Miramar does.
Hey, I spent a lot of time in books, all right?
You know it like the back. You must have just read the volume last night.
Okay, Reardon and Aramil, and obviously Murinar. You're all familiar with a tribe of orcs called the Red Claw. They are particularly savage orcs that tend to um, tend to forego the use of weapons and um, use claws that most of their tribe are born with. Um, most of the tribe is born with these very sharp, um, almost animal, beast-like claws, and they tend to forego weapons in favor of those claws. Um, and most of the, or even um, basic tribe members are able to cast um, some clerical spells, divine spells. Um,
Well, I speak up and say, I don't know anything about any blood magic orcs. What else did you know? What else did the vision show you? Anything else? Unless anybody knows anything that they can share with us.
There was skeletons, there was bloody hands, there was those things that points at the dragonborn you call goblins and orcs, um, and after clearing the entire area, we found a set of double doors and we exited into the light, and that's where I woke up.
You just went out double door. We just went out double doors. No problem. No lock mechanism. Nothing. We doesn't sound too difficult.
No, it would seem that the more difficult part would be locating this location, for that is the information that has not been given.
Well, maybe we need to see if we can find somebody that might know a little bit more about orcs or these creatures with this blood magic, since none of us seem to know anything about it.
I have asked the head of my order here and haven't really figured out where to start, but I would say possibly Muirnar or Miss Bera might have better luck at finding out what we need or what we can do for the dwarves here, because as we just saw, they don't take too kindly to the rest of us.
Yeah,
I
I would
will
agree with that.
I will tell the group what I know about the orcs, and then I will stand up as they say we discussed, and I will say I will go ask my priest.
okay, Mirnar, as you stand up and turn around, you almost run into another dwarf, very small, short dwarf, um, just barely taller than a halfling. You almost fall over her as she is walking up to the table, and she kind of looks up at you and bows politely, and then shakily reaches up and tries to hand you a note. Her hand is shaking as she's trying to hand you this note.
I will take the note and say thank you for bringing it to me. You have nothing to fear.
And she'll bow again and then bolt.
And I will read the note to the group.
Okay. It is in Dwarven, and it says, um, you and your group, the presence of you and your group has been requested by um, by the newly crowned clan chieftain.
I say let us go.
Newly
Show our
crowned
respect
chieftain. What, the
and
last
find
one
out.
died in the attack?
We shall see what happened here, whether it was before or after. Possibly
Y'all
during.
got us in trouble.
Not
What
me.
did
I'm
he
a good
do?
boy.
It's usually not a good thing when you have to go to the leader's office. I mean, not office. Sorry, thinking principal's office.
Principal's
Good.
office.
The
Yeah, I
yeah.
wonder what you guys are talking about.
Well, let's go.
Does it say where to meet him, or just that we're supposed to meet him?
All it says is that they request your presence.
I call over one of the maids or one of the waitresses and ask her where is and show her the note and ask where do you assume we should go and could you direct us or lead us?
Oh, that little chica took off. We couldn't follow her. She's gone.
She was gone faster than a mice going after cheese.
Aye,
Yeah. She bolted as soon as Murnar took the note. Um, the waitress will um glance at the note, and then she'll say, if you go out the door, and she points at the door to the tavern and says, if you go out the door, follow the hall to the east, and at the bend go south. You'll find some guards that they should be able to direct you from there.
I'll relight my torch.
He leads the way.
Mellow, as you approach this intersection, the guards stop you.
Well, it's funny. I have no idea where you guys went.
Me either.
Out the entrance to the tavern, east down the hall to the bend, and then south.
Let's show the guards the note.
Well, let's get everyone together first.
See the ping?
No.
I got a measure up for you to follow.
Thank you, Sky. Valicat. Hey, there's our group.
Okay. As you guys get to this intersection, the guards stop you, and Murnari said you.
Let's show them the note.
Okay. One of them reaches out and reads it over for a moment, kind of eyes you suspiciously and reads it again. And then she points towards the west. It says, "They're in there."
Thank you. I tell the others and lead the way. Oh, that's funny. White, you went old school on this one.
You didn't get the reference to the Iron Axe clan hall?
No, I didn't until just now.
As you come into the room, um, Murnari, the first thing you notice is that Lunessa is here. She is the head of the Dwargo temple here in the clan hall. Come on.
I bow and greet her.
Um, okay. As you do, she just kind of nods her head to you and returns the conversation. Um, as you enter this room, you see four dwarves. Um, Lunessa, which some of you have already seen. Well, actually, all of you have because she helped you in the fight. You see another dwarf here in um, red chainmail. This one is in um, studded leather armor. Um, looks not of the best quality, or perhaps just cleverly designed to um, camouflage him in a forest environment. And you see this dwarf here, who seems to be very um, overwhelmed, would probably be the best description. And beside him, you see, which, for those of you who haven't really been paying attention to your comrades, this may be the first time you've realized you're actually looking at an elf. She's a tall, brown hair. She's got a longbow strapped to her shoulder, and she's wearing a very expensive-looking suit of leather armor in the colors of the Iron Axe Clan Hall. Um, and as you come in, they're in the middle of a discussion about some missing clanspeople that were taken by orcs, and the one at the end of the table here, he turns his head and looks up at you and says, "Who are you? How did you get in here?" And he looks at those of your party members that are not dwarven, and his hand slowly reaches for a weapon.
Valakad will quickly kneel and kind of push towards Miss Barrett to take a step forward.
I bow, or not bow, but yeah, I bow because these are the people of the group. I bow and present the letter. Well, we were requested to come to the party, or come here to meet the new leader. And I introduced the group.
Okay. This one, he relaxes his hand a bit. He's no longer reaching for the weapon, but he he looks over the group. Each of you, he kind of looks you over from head to toe, then turns and squints at Lunessa and says, "Is this really the ones you want to send?" They look no better than a ragtag group of mercenaries. And Lunessa just kind of takes a deep breath and then slowly, closing her eyes, takes a deep breath and then opens them and says, "Yes, Chieftain, this is... I have seen this group defend the clan hall. I think they will do nicely in this task." And then this dwarf over here kind of turns back to the party and looks you over again, says, just takes another deep breath and says, "Fine." And then Lunessa turns to the party and says, "Everyone, this is Norik Ironax. He is the new clan chieftain." And kind of a little quieter, she says, "I'm afraid Corin fell in the siege. And any of you who know anything about Dwarven history would know that Corin is the former clan chief, or Norik's father."
Sorry for your loss, and cheer for the North's new future.
And then Norik kind of nods at you, Murnar. And then Lunessa goes around the table and introduces this dwarf here, and says, "This is Orden Steelface, the High Shaman and head of the Temple of Hestasia. This is Grig, Iron Axe, and this," she points at the elf, says, "and this is Amaru, Iron Axe."
Volokad will just kind of give a strange, like, Iron Axe, huh? Without saying anything.
And I will give you access to this handout now that you guys have met some of the players here. Norik will then turn to the party and say, "During the siege, there were a number of our brethren abducted and taken by the orcs. Among them, the clan mother, my mother. Unfortunately, the rest of our soldiers are busy attempting to reestablish defenses and chasing the remainder of the orcish army. I need someone," and he looks doubtfully at Lunessa again before looking back at the party and says, again, "I need someone to go rescue my mother and as many of the other prisoners as you can."
Do you know where they were taken?
The scouts that the scouts saw them head towards the west, towards the Deadlands.
What's in it for us?
He turns to you and gives you a very fatal look, but says, "If you return with my mother and as many of the other prisoners as you can get, we can discuss a reward at that time."
We've got an army. Why us?
He takes another deep breath, closes his eyes, and under his breath, you can almost hear him counting to 10. And then he opens his eyes again and says, "Like I said, the rest of the army is attempting to reestablish defenses and chasing down the remainder of the Orcish army, the Orcish horde. As much as I would love to send my army after my mother, there are more important tasks for them to be dealing with." Now, can I depend on your group?
I look around, looking for affirmatives from everybody in the group.
Oh, mine's affirmative.
I mean, I don't know what would be more important than family, but I am willing to go save yours since mine is all dead.
Mhm.
You guys, I'm not risking my life for some unknown reward. Oh,
Volakut will say in Dwarven, "You have my trident."
I will say I am looking for adventure. I am ready.
Mhm. Well, I wasn't doing anything when I came here, so why not? Might be fun.
oh my goodness. I guess I'll go.
I'll say before I go or consider anything, I need to go to the blacksmith.
I'll go so I can watch you all die.
I'll go so I can kill you.
It'll be a nice song to sing after your passing.
Kind of hard to sing with no head.
True that. True that. It will be mounted on a spike.
Um,
Push comes to shove, you think I'm going to be up there in the front of the line? I'm going to be running my tail.
I told you. Well, besides, if you're running, I'm an archer. I can shoot you from the back. Kill you.
Okay, knock off the squabbling. When are we planning on leaving?
um, Norik just waits impatiently for you to finish your banter. And he says, "It's unusual that the orcs mass together like this. Those scholars have been predicting it for some time." And he picks up a crumpled piece of cloth on the table and tosses it at you, Miss Vera. And as you pull it open, you see this. And it looks like these symbols are drawn in blood on this dirty, soot-covered piece of cloth. And Valkat, as she's looking at it, you immediately see this hand in the center, which you recognize from your vision.
And this came from the orcs and goblins that attacked.
Yes.
Do we have Has anyone sent out trackers to follow their trail? See where they came from?
As far as we can tell, they are headed west. I have sent a couple trackers to attempt to keep an eye on them, but unfortunately, we'll have to wait and see if they can keep up.
Well, we have a destination, and that's better than not. Or I should say a direction.
And
I
then, sorry, go ahead.
just going to ask, is there someplace where we can bolster our supplies?
Um,
Such as the archers need maybe some extra arrows.
Certainly, Lunessa, will you see to their needs? And then Lunessa will bow and turn to the party and say, "Follow me." And then she will lead you to the forge, which is out this way. If you guys want to actually walk there. But once there, she introduces you to several different smiths and says, gather the supplies you need and we can get you going.
How did I pick up a straggler?
What?
Looks like I picked up somebody when I drag my.
Somebody's going. Okay, I was gonna say somebody's going crazy with that measurement tool.
Certain players tend to get bored with my descriptions and decide to play around.
I see.
Or we just play around
What
because
is
we like
this?
to play around.
Well, Sky, stop it. You're annoying.
Duh.
Ah, I know.
Oh, I finally got rid. I finally got rid of the guy that was following me. I stuck him on a post.
We're sick.
Okay.
Okay, since we're here, I want to find a smith. I'm gonna give him 4 platinum coins and 2 gold coins to craft me a holy symbol of Erishan out of those materials.
Holy symbol of Rashawn.
Yeah, platinum base with the flames being of gold. Or the wreath. Once you had it.
Okay. Um. Yeah, he will craft that for you. You can get that done for you fairly quickly. Is there anything else that you guys need?
I need more arrows.
Yeah.
And I would like to
What
buy a shield.
what can we get here?
Within reason, whatever you want. Um,
Oh,
arrows. They will give you each 40. Anyone who wants arrows, um, or bolts, you can give yourself an additional 40. Um,
Nice.
and there is a good sturdy shield available for you, Valakad, that you're able to pick up.
well,
What's the best type of armor I can get?
What's your strength score?
Well,
12?
Wait, who's that?
me.
Is that Kenny?
Yeah.
He's a
we
dwarf,
have
so
Sure.
he should still be able to
Just a little bit.
wear whatever.
It says by the 22nd. So this doesn't even last us.
all right. How the heck do you have any platinum?
That's a good question.
Who? What?
Car.
Where'd the platinum come from, Durkar?
Don't ask me. I had 14 of it sitting in there. I think we got 10 from the uh thing that we did, and I don't know. It was
That
Oh.
just there
wasn't
on my
that
sheet.
wasn't platinum. That was silver.
Yeah,
Silver.
silver, not platinum.
Oh,
Last bit drains.
Wrong
I thought we
box.
got platinum. I thought we got platinum for killing the final boss.
We didn't get any platinum.
Mm-mm. I gave you guys a bunch of silver.
Okay, well I have enough gold for 1 platinum piece worth, so still get it made.
And don't worry about paying for it.
God,
You guys are on a task for the leader of the Dwarven people. I think they're going to be willing to front you a little bit
well,
of starting.
in that case, I would like all new shiny armor and a better crossbow. Chap chap.
Yeah, within
Um,
reason. Within reason.
your armor. He, you. They will provide you with studded leather armor, and you can't get a better crossbow
Oh,
because you can't use a heavy crossbow.
Can I get studded leather armor?
Sure, you guys can have studded leather if you want.
Can I get the better type of armor for me?
Well, that's studded. It would be better than what you're wearing.
Okay, so set is the most we can get right now. Okay. How do I change that on my character sheet?
Um, go to the compendium, drag studded leather onto your character sheet, and then delete the leather armor. Just make sure you're not putting magical armor on because, yeah, you guys are not getting magical stuff.
Oh,
What do they have as far as mid or heavy?
Um, chainmail is probably just about as good as you're gonna get. That's what you're wearing, right?
At the moment. What about some pauldrons?
Um,
Or now, when it comes to my armor's chainmail, does that count like the gloves and stuff like that, or are we not breaking it up that deeply?
it doesn't get broken up that deeply in this.
Okay, so staying with chain. Okay.
I don't know how to get rid of my leather armor.
Down at the bottom, there should be a little. Down at the bottom of your inventory, there should be a little
Ah,
lock.
unlock it.
Yeah, unlock it. Click the red button next to leather armor, and then relock it.
Got it. You,
All right. What type of shields do they have?
Basic shields. I mean, there's only there's either a shield or magical shield. So right now, all they're gonna give you is a normal shield, which is +2 to your AC, which I believe you already have one.
No, round shield, tower shield, kite shield, shape.
Whatever size or whatever shape you want.
Okay.
Jeff,
Yeah.
would you go with me having heavy armor since I'm a dwarf?
Maybe need
Okay.
to skip.
Oh wait,
Um.
if I get studded leather armor, I had traveler's clothes on. Can I switch that out or no?
Traveler's clothes is just your normal clothes
Yeah. You.
Okay,
that you
I
wear
don't.
underneath your armor.
I didn't. I don't have any armor on then.
Um. Well, looks like you do have studded leather there at the bottom.
Yeah, I just put that over there, but I guess I was trying to take off regular leather armor and I don't have any.
You're right. You do not. That would explain why your AC was only 12.
Okay, so I'm good. Then I can put that on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering why your AC was so low.
I don't know what to expect, so I'm just going with whatever.
Um. As far as heavy armor for you, Myrnar, until you get an AC or strength of at least 13, you can't even wear it because they.
According to dwarf, they can.
Wrong button. Good roll though.
Or maybe it's a specific subrace or something, but I believe that's
Yeah, we researched that for my character explicitly if I was able to wear it at this time or not. We had this conversation. That I could wear it at this time without the negative.
What is your subrace for dwarf? Hill dwarf or mountain dwarf?
No,
You're a hill dwarf?
yeah,
Okay.
Okay, mountain dwarves gives you dwarven armor training giving you proficiency in light and medium armor. Um, Hill Dwarf doesn't give you any bonuses to armor.
Okay, I think what we read was... I think it was in Player Handbook or something, where it says you can wear it, but your speed goes down if your strength isn't up, or something like that. But
Well, yeah, dwarves have the ability that if you wear heavy armor, your speed isn't reduced. But he doesn't have the strength for heavy armor.
Yeah, it works for me. That's why I was asking.
So, great DM, I have a question. Well, I thought I did. Yeah, I added the studded leather armor,
Okay,
and my armor class went down. I was at 15, and now it's at 14.
give me a second.
Okay.
I think you just added it with the plus instead of dragging it over.
There you go.
Can I get a better longbow, or is mine high enough?
You have just straight longbow.
Yep.
Okay. Anything better than that would have to be magical. So
Okay.
I have only a short bow. Could I get a long bow?
You're an elf. Yeah, you can use a longbow. You can get a longbow if you want.
Are we doing? Are you off game here? Are you doing the bow restrictions as far as if the bow's too big to fit in the corridor, they can't use it?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say because you can get a short bow at the same poundage of longbows, or even more, if you wanted to keep your bow short and stocky, but just as powerful. They do exist.
Uh, like compound bows and stuff like that, but
No, even old medieval war bows, they had short bows can get up to 200, 250 pounds if you wanted. So they did exist historically. So if you wanted to, instead of carrying around a long one just for the poundage or whatnot, you could go short bow, same poundage.
well,
Maybe this is a different world, though.
Yeah, in this world, the bows and the short bows, long bows have their own uh, stats.
yeah,
3
5e
general.
simplifies stuff over 3.5 like a lot.
yeah. Short bows are 1d6, long bows are 1d8. Period. That's all there is to it.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought because they're technically no difference. So thought I'd throw that in the hat.
Now I can't promise you that I won't fuck with those numbers if I'm creating a custom item, but I mean, it's not unusual for me to go crazy, like, give a hand crossbow a 1d10 or some crap like that. So
Oh, can I possibly dual wield 2 reapers?
you cannot dual wield rapiers without the dual wielding feat.
You can dual wield a reaper and a dagger, right?
Nope. Rapier does not have the light tag. You can dual wield scimitars, short swords, and daggers.
Wow.
Unless you take the dual wielding feat, which allows you to dual wield basically any weapons, any one-handed weapons.
Rapiers aren't considered light. That's crazy. Okay.
Nope, they are finesse weapons, so they can be used with your dexterity, but they are not light. And yes, I know that irritates me too.
Um, so short swords are light, right?
Yes, so are scimitars.
I have a proficiency in those.
I'm sorry.
Do I have a proficiency in those?
If you can use short swords, you can use scimitars. They're
Maybe it's better to switch to dual to have two short swords to wield 2d6 compared to 1d8 plus 2. How does that work? Like when you fight, like you always get to use both attacks? Like
if you're dual wielding, you use your attack or your action to attack, and then you use your bonus action to offhand attack. And unless you have the two weapon fighting style, you don't add your dexterity or strength to your attack, or I'm sorry, your damage for the offhand attack. So it's your offhand attack is just 1d6 if you hit with it. Whereas your main hand would be 1d6 plus your dexterity or your strength modifier.
can I switch out? Can I get two short swords from them? Get rid of my reaper.
Go for it.
Thought you said the attack with a longbow was a 1d8
The damage for it is, yeah.
damage. Okay.
It's
I
1d8 plus your dexterity.
okay. I see it. Thanks.
Okay, so you guys finished shopping?
Almost.
Can I actually get a charm of Hystacia?
Yeah. Yeah, he will make one for you as well.
Quick question. Under the fire damage you added to the scimitar, what's ammunition arrows?
Um, you don't have to deal with that. That would be if you want to use a ammunition for tracking ammunition. Only with scimitar, there's no ammunition, so.
Okay. Is this right on the description? Up to 2 characters within 5 feet.
No, the description is a placeholder.
Oh, fair enough.
That wasn't on you. Okay, so it still uses dexterity. So with the short sword, when I set it up in my axe,
If you put it,
it's
it
automatically going to add my dexterity to it, right? It's like,
it should. If it doesn't, we can fix it.
I get more bolts too?
Yeah, they'll give you an additional 40 if you want them. And I am looking up the armor thing right now, Sky.
Okay. Not that it helps in a PDF, but I can tell you that it's on page 144 on the actual player handbook.
I'm actually looking in the compendium. But
There was a TikTok about that. About, well, so people can tell you what page it's on in the player handbook, but when you get a PDF, it doesn't jump to page 144. You just have to scroll and scroll and scroll and
actually, you can
Dude,
jump to pages
Yeah.
using a PDF, but that's
I was gonna
not the
say
point.
PDFs have a number search, page
some
search.
some PDFs have been put into format and some aren't.
And then others are, page one of, or page 30 of the PDF is page 27 of the PDF or player's handbook.
That's true. Okay,
Wait, real quick. Oh, go ahead.
hmm?
I was just gonna say, can I switch instead? Can I have a scimitar instead of the swords? Same thing.
Yeah,
Dual
that's
wield.
that's
You
fine.
can dual wield them. Okay.
Yeah. Um,
I'd like to say at one point I'd like to see if I could look at a map of the lands because I can get at least a look at what the heck I'm walking into.
yeah, I'll show you a map of the area in a second here. Um, yeah. So according to um, let's see. Okay, so yeah, according to this, you can wear heavy armor, but they aren't gonna just give you anything higher than studded leather. So if you find better armor, you can equip it, but they'll give you studded leather at this point.
Looks over at the guy who just got chainmail. Lucky bastard.
No, he started with chainmail.
Yeah, I came with it.
It's okay. I'm just giving harassment.
Yeah, my
Okay,
brain already hurts.
Having to reboot real fast.
okay. So at this point, we've been playing for about 2 hours. So let's go ahead and take a break. while you
Okay.
guys finish messing with your character sheets.
Hey Jeff, while I'm rebooting, can you do something for me?
What's that?
After you're done with Miss Brala, because I can't think of the name and my thing just. Can you check to make sure that my armor class is set up correctly with the new studded compared to leather?
Sure.
And I'm ready to play then. Once I get my computer to boot up.
Yeah, your AC's right, Kenny. Who else changed weapons?
I changed to. I didn't change weapons. I kept mine.
You still here, Mello?
Is who still what? Where?
I was just asking if Mello was here, but he's obviously not.
Gotcha. Do I sound any louder than normal? Or about normal?
I don't I don't
Yeah, I haven't had any problems hearing you tonight.
I don't know if you're louder or not, but I do know you're clear and you're the best I've heard in a while.
Okay. I'm on the Razer headset, so. And it does allow me to. Mic volume is set at 80 out of 100, so I can go up if need be. But
Somebody sending Morse code.
if it's SOS, it's a trap.
I'm back.
Dudes,
Welcome.
if you play Final Fantasy VII on a Steam Deck, don't go idle when you're on the race. It still continues.
It's not one I've ever played.
You're trying to escape Midgar, man. I just popped it back up. Oh, you're dead. What?
I'd like to get some more healing potions.
Oh, yes. How many do they have to spare?
Oh,
Or do we have to buy? We'll see.
well, whatever. Hi.
I'm back.
Who do I have to see to get healing potions?
I think the DM's away at the moment. And whoever's blowing through their microphone, that really hurts.
That was me. I have to keep resetting my headset.
Back, back.
Reardon, did you add a weapon to your character sheet? Like change out your short bow, your rapier, or
Oh,
anything?
no, I wasn't going to change out anything.
Okay, just checking.
So, okay.
Just going through all the character sheets to make sure all the weapons are set up right.
Okay. Could we get healing potions?
Oh yeah, you can. I'll get enough healing potions so you each have two. So if you already have two, then you don't get any more.
All right, thank you.
Man, inflict wounds is brutal on a crit. Okay, I think all the all the weapons are set up right. And everyone's got two health potions.
Yes. Me.
Sí, señor.
CC, senorita.
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay, then I guess we shall continue.
Can you send the map? Can you send the map for me?
Can I what?
Center the map because of. Yeah, thank you. I asked the rest of the crew, are we ready to head out?
All my gear's packed. I'm ready to go.
Before that, I turned to look to somebody and say, does anybody have a map of the area that we can take with us and where that we're supposed to be going?
I'm assuming from the deathly sign, that's saying no.
Oh, were you asking the
What?
NPCs about that?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking the party.
No.
Um, they will tell you that maps aren't really in the forte of blacksmiths. Not really something that we deal with a whole lot in here in the forge.
Do you have any pen or parchment that I can take then?
Only what we use to draw out our supplies
Or
or
do you know
our
where
designs.
I can pick some up then?
How much are you looking for?
Uh, 10 pages and ink and a pill.
Sure. I'll go and give you 10 pages of parchment, bottle of ink, and a quill. 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
I have maps and scroll cases.
What's the map of?
It's magic, so whatever I want it to be. Just kidding. I don't know.
It doesn't actually say what it's of.
Just says map or scroll case.
Probably something from the background.
Yeah.
Probably just a case to hold a map or scroll.
That
Yeah.
says. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Oh yeah, it says this cylinder leather case can hold up to 10 rolled up sheets of paper. Oh yeah, okay, that's what it is.
Well, it would seem to me that to get out of this place, we need to go to the main gate and turn west.
I asked if we've been told where the cave is,
What cave?
or the where the prisoners are being held.
Yeah, sure, but you got to get outside before you can go there. Because
You
They
were told that last they were aware the captives and captors were headed west.
yeah,
Okay.
but my point is we can't just pick the first uh, hallway to the west and go. We need to go to the gate first.
Yes.
Okay,
To
and
my
we,
knowledge, is straight south or in the middle south, but I know that we fought at it originally, so I'm assuming we can get there.
yes, but my question was, where is the main corridor from here where we can go south?
Straight up north
And-
and then
oh no,
west
if we go
and then
west
down.
from where we're at, and then go south from where we're at, we should be able to make it because we had
All
to
right.
fight this area.
Yeah.
And it looks like I do have a map of the land. I've got a poorly wrought maps from your homeland that depicts where you are in the Baron. Baron? I don't know what that is. Baron. Is that the map we need? White?
Damn it, sorry, I was muted. You guys aren't actually in Faerun, so
Oh. Well, then that does us no good.
um,
Are there still ogres out here, or are they dead?
they should be dead. Or rather, not on the screen.
Where did everybody leave? Oh, okay.
I have no idea where they went.
I had a marker up for a while.
Well, I drew a line, so if you
That
find the blue line, just follow it.
that's what I was doing.
I've been cleaning a mess, so I haven't been next to the computer.
I don't see any blue line.
Go north from the room, you'll see the blow line as soon as you hit Hit the next room north.
Go north the way that you came in. I've got a marker set up.
And
Ah,
if you're like me, you just cut east as soon as you know where the cut east is. Sorry, cut west.
yeah, I know how you guys are going east to get west. You know, we probably don't have time to completely circumnavigate the globe. Not that they would know at this point that it was a globe.
Just fast travel us to the entrance.
That would actually probably be easier.
Gosh. Oh, look at this. Oh, oh no. Always nice to be focused.
There we are.
Are we the blue dot? Oh, there. Okay.
I don't believe it's blue. Looks kind of yellow and orange to me.
Yes, you are the orange dot.
Yes, but there's another blue dot south of where we're at, and that's where the map showed up at first.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been using blue dots as
Portals.
locations. You know, like for instance, there's one there for Arnax Town Hall. And there should be one at each of the town halls. You know, each city you come across will I'll drop one. Each major location will get a blue dot.
Okay. So, if our instructions were properly understood, we go west to the Badlands.
Deadlands.
Deadlands? Okay.
Yes.
Isn't it pretty much the same thing?
Badlands have bad people, and Deadlands have dead people.
Could be.
Entirely possible, Scott.
I see dead people.
You do all the time, actually. On a regular basis.
Ooh, we crossed the stream.
People are moving it already, huh?
What's that?
I didn't realize you guys could move it.
Went through a time warp.
Since I'm slow, I let somebody lead the way
Okay, you
and try to
guys,
remain in the middle of the group.
um, you guys make your way through the rest of the clan hall, exiting through the front gate, um, where you see numerous soldiers trying to um, remove the corpses of goblins and ogres and orcs. Um, and you make your way through the entryway caverns, um, off to the entrance of the caves. And as you exit, you get this breath of fresh air. You kind of have to um, blink against the blinding light. Um, and it is noticeably cooler um, outside than in the caves. Um, there is a road leading east to west just outside the entrance to the cave. Um, there is also indication of indication that there was a horde out here recently. There are discarded broken weaponry. There's um, discarded things all over the place. A lot of waste left out as well, or left here as well. Um, doesn't really smell very good. So what do you want to do?
I'd like to investigate this area to see what we can find that's worth keeping. Like, money, good weapons. Who knows what we'll find? I have somebody help me?
I help you.
All right.
I'll give
Okay.
you guidance.
Normal would do something that I will never do. Guys, the longer we look and search all these bodies, the farther the relatives or the slaves are taken.
Well, that investigation was not very good, even with help. So,
Roll a d4 for guidance.
yeah,
Since 12.
pretty pathetic.
Well, it's not terrible at this level. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot here worth anything. Um, a few scraps of leather that by themselves aren't worth anything. Who knows? Maybe you can find a use for them. Um,
No, I'm not inclined to carry junk, so.
a bunch of beat up weapons, a couple of
Mhm.
shields with a bunch of holes in them.
Nope. All right, well, it's worth a try. So let us head west.
Okay. Murinar said he was staying in the middle of the group. What other order are you guys going in, or what order are you traveling in?
Well, the first thing I do is hand out the coconuts.
I'll
Huh?
go second
Wow.
since I don't know the lands,
Um,
but I'll be up front in case.
all right.
What's this
I'll,
about coconuts?
He's
Monty
being
Python.
stupid.
Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
Never saw it.
Well, that would explain it.
Yeah,
Clock,
maybe.
clock, 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 clock.
Yeah, maybe because I was already quite a bit older even then.
Okay.
Whatever the
I'll,
case.
I'll lead out.
Okay, so Reardon is leading with Durkar in second.
I'll be following close to Airmail.
Okay, so Mello, Mispera, where are you guys?
I'm gonna kind of stay near the back so that I can use my longbow if I need to.
In the back. What if they attack from the back? Well, then I'll run as quick as I can to the front.
Is there a trail of the orcs and their prisoners that we could follow?
Okay, that's the order I assume you guys are in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not even warranted to be in the order.
You're on the
Where?
bottom line.
The bottom.
I don't see it. Oh, I see it in the chat in the next chat. Okay, got it.
That works.
But Mello wants to be on top with his teeth out.
Well, he doesn't always get what he wants.
So do I need to roll to get this thing kicked off?
Okay, Reardon, give me a survival check.
This is going well.
Yeah, my goodness, I'm gonna die before we start.
Riding just trips over a stick and falls and breaks his leg.
Well, might as well take your guidance from Urinar. Um. Well, six is better than 3.
Nobody else is going to help him find the right path. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, you know you're supposed to be headed west, and you know the road goes west, so you head west.
Heading west.
Look for tracks.
I'll let Milnar look for the tracks.
I'm singing a little traveling melody.
Okay. So you guys start heading west. Before the end of the day, you get to the point where the mountain starts to fade. Um, kind of turns into some foothills and then um, and slides out into the forest. Is anyone else doing anything other than just following? I mean, you could just be standing there,
Oh,
watching your footsteps and following along.
I, I'm singing.
I'm gonna
Okay.
keep an eye on the surroundings as it's a new territory.
I keep scanning the territory around us, but I'm following the group.
Can I roll a perception check so I can follow the trail?
That was actually what your survival check was for. Um, However, Durkar and Aramil
Okay.
can go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay, Durkar, despite the fact that the trees here are very similar to the ones from where you came from, you just can't help but look and marvel at them. You're not really paying much attention to the actual surroundings, more the environment.
It all looks the same.
Aramil, however, um, about 2 hours or so before the sun starts to set, um, you can see. You're walking along. You just kind of glance to your right. Um, you see a brief glimpse of some sort of color. Um, you're not really sure what it is, but there's some color about 40 feet off to the north of the road.
Something other than green.
Yes.
Okay. I notice it, but what do we do with it?
That's up to you. You can ignore it. You can choose to tell the party about it. You can choose to go investigate it. What do you want to do with it?
Well, I think I'll tell the rest of the party what I've seen and uh, indicate that there appears to be some color up uh, about 40 feet north of the trail, and it might be worth taking a look.
Some color. What do you normally see in black and white? What do you mean there's some color?
It
Maybe it
said
has.
color other than black, other than green and the trees.
Hmm. Yes. Besides that, when you're partially or totally colorblind, seeing color can be different.
No.
Yeah, I see the
Exciting.
color.
There's some color up there.
He points to color. Is there any difference that would make it unique? And what I mean by that is, could it be clothing or a flag or something that would outside of the normal? Okay, that's just a different color tree or a different color of the shading of the mountain.
Okay, it's 40 feet away from us. I can't really tell that. So we need to go look.
That sounds like a good idea to go look.
I'll sit here. You guys go take a look at this color thing.
I'll go with him.
I'm staying.
Well, you go
All
ahead
right.
and stay.
I'll go.
Okay, so we have
I'll take a look.
Aramil, Valakad, Myrnar, and Durkar. Going to take a look.
And Mellow's going to just sit
Sounds like
on his butt.
He's gonna get eaten by a dragon. And we're not there to help him.
I'm gonna have to lead you guys back to the path when you guys get lost from the path and you're all wandering around there going, "Oh!" We all yell and let you know.
Or we all go after this colored whatever,
Or you all
and a
fall
bug
into some
and a
pit.
bugbear comes up behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the group.
Oh, fine. You all just leave me here.
hey, you were given the opportunity as I walk away, shaking my head.
So Mellow's the only one staying on the road. Everyone else is going to explore this color off of the
Yeah.
trees.
Apparently,
We're all bored. We just need a
I think you guys are
excitement.
I think
But
you guys are crazy. Gonna go
by the
off and
way,
explore some color on the 40 feet out off the side of the path.
It's like going down through Kansas.
yeah.
Wheat, 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 wheat. Oh, corn!
Okay,
By
You
the
found
way,
us,
we
guys?
wouldn't come back for you, you know. We would just continue on.
oh boy.
Is that a promise?
That's just the way it is. You go off the road and you come back to the road, just keep going in the same direction. You
It
don't come.
seems to me our blood would be safer if we went along.
I don't think anybody knows anything
Right.
specific about Mellow
Ex-
and the blood stuff except for Valakad.
Yep.
Didn't he bite an enemy in the
No,
combat? Or was that in the dream?
it was in the dream.
Oh, okay. So I guess Valakad might know. Or actually, Valakad does know.
That's how he knows.
Okay. So you guys make your way forward into the bushes and the underbrush. You come to this small clearing. 5 feet wide or so. And in the middle of it there is a a body. Covered in a bright yellow cloak. And
I step up and look at the body, and I'm pretty sure it's dead.
well, give me a medicine check. See if you can figure that out. And how do you check to see if it's dead?
I feel for a pulse in the throat, and not feeling one, I make the assumption it's dead.
So you just reach down and check for a pulse at the throat?
Yes.
Okay.
Since it didn't get back up, it's not undead, most likely.
Boy, you make a lot of
Not
assumptions.
yet.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment, I'll go ahead and cast Divine Sense.
Okay, first of all, you do not feel a pulse. Second of all, divine sense, you do not sense any, was it fey, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you.
I would detect one.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. You would. There is one undead within 60 feet. 60 feet of you.
There is also a Fey, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess technically there is. Okay.
Well, that
Wow.
spell doesn't work very
Yeah,
well.
I have Fey ancestry.
As do I.
Oh, then there's a couple of
Yeah.
you're detecting all kinds of stuff.
I'll give
Yes.
curious looks at all the pings I'm getting.
Yeah. So you detect a two Fey.
It's. I don't think it's.
Gosh.
No, it's celestial fiend or undead.
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. Celestial fiend or undead. So no Fey.
No, just the undead.
Okay, so you do ping on a celestial and an undead. Um,
The celestials coming from who?
Velakad. And the undead is coming from the road.
All right, I'll keep that in my memory for now.
Um, yeah, but other than that, there is no. Why was I thinking it was Fey?
I don't know.
Maybe
But
it's the ranger one that does Fey, fiend, and undead or something like that.
okay. Well, since this entity is dead, I take a hold of the yellow cloak and pull it up and see if it's in good shape.
So you just take the cloak off.
Yes, and I want to look at it, see if it's in good shape, and
While he's looking at this, I'm going to sit down and take about 10 minutes. And
Okay. Um, the cloak, it's dirty. It's wet. It's got a hole right in the center of the back. Other than that, it's in decent shape.
it sounds like somebody wasn't very sportsmanlike. Shot him in the back.
There is no indication of being shot.
While he's looking down, I'll keep my eyes around our surroundings.
Okay, give me a perception check.
What race is this creature and sex, maybe?
Uh, appears to be a dwarven female.
That might not be good.
Can we tell if this dwarven female is one of the people we're supposed to be looking out for?
Like Iron Axe memorabilia, signs, things.
If you want to investigate the body, you're welcome to.
Okay, I'll either do that or help someone else do it.
You've got advantage on investigation checks already.
Okay. Sounds good.
I will give you guidance.
Durkar, as you look around, doesn't seem like that anything's there. Seems pretty safe. Don't forget your D4 from guidance.
$21.
Um, you lean down to investigate the the corpse. Um, you're about to roll the corpse over when you notice something just kind of glint from underneath the corpse, and you stop. You kind of look at it a little more. You realize the corpse is trapped. I figured with the 21, it's high enough to um, see the trap before it went off.
Okay, well, seeing that trap, I will use my thieves' tools to try to disable it.
Okay, give me a thieves tools check with dexterity. Okay. Um,
Wait, when I'm done with my incantation to detect magic, do I see anything around me other than the potions people carry?
you haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay,
This is all happening while you're doing that ritual.
okay.
Um, it it's a crude explosive device. You managed to um, pull the wire off it, the triggering wire off it, without much trouble. You're able to roll the body over. Um, on the body, there is a she is wearing a tabard, indicating she is a soldier of the Iron Axe clan.
But she's a soldier, not part of the ruling family.
Correct.
All right.
I think we should still give her a proper burial.
Okay.
Does anybody have a shovel?
Myrnar, as you finish your ritual, you look around. Durkar's double bladed scimitar is showing up as magical, as well as some individual items on each person, but nothing to do with the corpse appears to be magical. Do you want
I
to
ignore
do you want a list of all the magical items?
if I could, but more of just one sword, because I wouldn't be looking, in depth. It would be more of I was looking at stuff around because I'm not nosy of other people's items.
Okay, so do you want a list or no?
Not at this time, though.
Okay. Okay, well, you see everyone has at least one magical item. Except for Mello, who is not here.
Well, I'm going to take out my short sword and start digging since we're going to go ahead and bury.
I would, but I don't have a short sword anymore.
I'll start giving last rites to the body.
Okay.
Had a dagger to help dig or spear.
Oh, I stand corrected. I got a rapier.
I got a shovel. I'll hand off and keep watch
Oh,
on the surroundings while they do this.
Okay. You don't have a short sword anymore, Aramil?
No, you took it away when. Oh, it is still there. It just is. It's not in the attacks anymore. Okay, so yes, I can use my short sword to help Reardon with the digging.
It is in your attacks. Longbow, short sword, dagger.
Sword. Oh, I'm thinking short bow.
Okay.
All right, I'll use a short sword as a shovel
Okay.
or an axe or whatever it is it has to be to dig the dirt.
Damage your weapons. Leave those sheathed. Use the shovel.
Okay. Doesn't take you long to get a suitable grave dug. However, at this point, it is. By the time you finish, it is well past dark.
Yeah, I finally came around. You guys are taking way too long over here. What the heck is going on?
Well, you
should have
didn't
been
want
here.
to
We're
know.
so
Why
much
should we tell
interesting.
you?
My goodness. I can see for myself. What a waste.
As Mellow's walking up, Dark Heart is just staring at him.
What are you looking at?
See if I'm looking at you. Roll me a perception.
Are you staring at him?
Well, my eyes aren't exactly in the same spots as normal humans, so would he be able to tell I'm looking at him?
Good point. Uh, what is your passive perception, Milo?
My passive perception.
Should be down below your stat boxes.
Well, I see perception. What's my passive perception?
If you look on the to the left of there at your stat
Oh,
boxes, it should be just below it.
to the left of my.
Yeah, perception is under skills. If you look
Yep.
left of there, you should see your stat boxes.
Is that what
All your
those 1
attributes.
through 5?
Yeah, it's right above the tools, right?
Yeah. So on the left hand side, right above tools, right under your attributes.
Yeah, mine says passive wisdom, parentheses, perception.
Oh, okay. I see passive wisdom. Okay. And what am I looking for?
That
The number to the
Oh,
left of it.
12.
Okay,
Okay. Sorry, guys.
that's fine. Um, yeah, I think with the 12 passive, he'd probably notice that you're watching him, unless you're trying not to be obvious about it.
No, it's just a glance, just watching them walk up like you would watch somebody walk into your camp, but there's more scrutiny in my eye.
Okay.
I suggest we move away from the burial site and set up camp.
Sounds good to me.
Starts collecting wood for a fire.
Okay.
I'll assist.
After the fire is built, I'll go and see if I can hunt some rabbit or find some greens for a salad or something.
I'm going to go out too and use my wanderer's uh, trait to get us some food and water.
And I
Okay.
think I'll shock everybody and breathe fire on the wood to create our fire for the night.
Okay. Aramil and Mjolnir, give me survival checks. And Sky, give me survival check. Um,
Now I am aiming down at not full power, by the way.
okay.
It's
That's
not going to be like full breath. It's just going to be like, the jet of flame aiming down at wood.
that's fine.
So
That's fine.
more controlled.
It's RP. You're good. Um, okay, Mjolnir. Unfortunately, you don't have a whole lot of luck. Um, you managed to find one like um one little itty bitty carrot, wild carrot that's like barely a mouthful. So, and that's pretty much all you find, unfortunately.
Sadly, I chew the carrot as I walk back to the group and say I didn't find anything.
Okay. Aramil, you managed to make out pretty well. Um,
Disregard that one.
as you um, head out to explore and try to find some food, you do um, stumble upon a game trail, and following that, for about half an hour, you do manage to come to a small stream, um, barely more than a trickle of water running through the woods. But there is a doe standing there drinking from this trickle of water.
I take out my longbow and draw an arrow and aim at her. And she's leaning down to drink. I shoot her just right where the neck and the body begin. So it's right into the heart.
Okay, give me an attack with your longbow. Okay, you kind of stretch it, give it a couple of good test stretches before you knock the arrow, and as you loose it flies straight, and as it strikes, the doe falls and expires.
And I forage just around the area, See if I can find some roots or tubers or berries or something to go with it.
Yeah, there's several berry bushes nearby.
Hmm. Maybe some wild onions for flavor, and pick up the dough and the um, vegetables that I've got to go with it, and then head back. And so when I get back to camp, I've got meat and vegetables, and pull out a full water skin. So we've got everything so everyone can eat.
I have an iron pot if you want to make a stew.
That'd be all right, I guess. So we could put together a stew. I think um, we should take part of this dough and strip it down for jerky. But there's nothing wrong with eating, well, even venison steaks.
I'll set
Does
up a
anybody
jerky stand.
Mm-hmm.
gonna say anybody have salt?
Mm, I don't know. Can I find sunflowers anywhere close?
Give me another survival check. Give me a second
Mm.
here. Sorry, I'm looking for something.
Did this dough get bled out in front of me?
It's a good question.
I haven't yet, but while we're waiting for an answer from the DM, I guess we can string her up and cut her throat. So do what you want.
Gonna make me go crazy.
I'll go ahead and start skinning.
I thought you wanted me to bleed her out.
I don't want y'all to see it.
In the case, getting that ping off of him, I'll be staring at Mello a little bit more intently to figure out what type I'd be dealing with if need be.
If once you start cutting, mm,
Okay, okay, you guys are waiting on something from me? I'm sorry. Can you ask again?
Yes, I uh, rolled survival to find out if there was any sunflowers nearby.
Oh, gotcha. Um, you do find a small number of them.
Okay, I'll go and gather them quickly and come back and strip the blossoms off of the stems, and then hold the stems and leaves over the fire until they're blackened, and let them cool for a minute, then crumble them up. I said, I know it looks like pepper, but it's salt.
Yep.
I didn't know you could do that in all actuality.
Well, you really can.
Yes.
I was like, damn, that's cool.
And
I'll go ahead and start cutting up some square meat to put in the stew pot.
okay, we'll
And
certainly
then
do that. And we peel the vegetables and chop them up and add a little water and get it on the fire to cook.
I
and I'll
make some type of roll for self-control before I go rushing over to that dough and start sucking out all that blood that's dripping down.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
From whom?
Uh, Mellow.
I think that's this one.
Yeah, no, you fail. The six.
Oh, oh God. All right. Well, I go rushing over to the dough and just put my head under where it's dripping the blood and just start slurping the drippings up.
And watching this, I like to run after and grab him by the scruff of the neck before he got there, if I can, because I've been watching him
I
this
don't
entire
think
time.
so. Too late, man. Too
Um,
late.
how close to him were you standing, Durkar?
I don't know how were we placed around the fire or this campsite,
You tell me.
or how close would he have? Were you to the? Because I would have been like opposite the flames of where they're cooking and cutting the meat. So where was Mello from there?
He was probably being
You would have
drawn
probably been
very close.
yes, but I would have been trying to kept my distance as much as possible before I couldn't resist anymore. But being drawn closer and closer.
Okay, so you guys are probably opposite sides of the fire then. Go ahead and give me just straight dexterity checks.
Oh, that's a dexterity save. Uh,
You can roll from the stat block. Just to the left of there.
what?
The bigger numbers.
I clicked the big number.
Click the name above.
Oh,
Above
the
the name.
name. Haha. He's trying to stop me from getting the blood.
Okay. You try to stop him, Durkar, but he slips right out of your fingertips. And he gets there and starts drinking before you can reach him.
Trying to lay a hand on me, boy.
In that case, I'll come up behind him and level my Winnet scimitar at his back, and I'll go, "What type are you?"
Oh, my fangs are drawn now. Back off. I'm eating.
No, it's back in my realm. I've dealt with a few different types. As far as a little backstory there, so I want to know if he's the masochist ones or the ones that can control himself if need be.
It don't look like he's got much control about now. So
Right.
And as he doesn't respond, I'm pressing my blade further and further, nicking skin.
I'm ignoring you. I'm entranced in my thirst.
Yeah.
He's okay. You're causing damage. He's healing damage at the same time. It's working out 50-50 there.
well,
I
I'm a,
walk over and tap him on the shoulder and say, "Leave him be." So far, he's been there when we needed him, even if he is an annoying rat most of the time. But until we see something that truly is
I'm done. I
evil,
wipe.
then then we may have some fun.
Well, I'm out of it now, and I'm
I'll
conscious again. Now I'm standing up, wiping my face, and I said, "Excuse me," and then I start to walk away.
I'll glance over at Val and say, "Did you know?"
I'm not there.
Oh, where are you? I'll ask you when you get back then. I'll snort, but trying not to cause too much more of a scene.
I'll finish skinning out the dough and start working on pulling the jerk meat and putting it on the drying rack.
Okay. Um, Valakad,
Yeah,
how long do you want to be off searching?
probably about 2 hours.
And you're actually an alchemist, right?
Yeah.
What are you looking for exactly? Are you looking for specific herbs? Because I haven't actually set up specific herbs for this yet.
Yeah. Just healing herbs for the moment.
So basically stuff for healing potions?
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately with a 10, I can't really give you a whole lot, so let's say 2 hours. Um, you come back with enough herbs to make two healing potions.
Okay.
Sure, you guys can attempt to map the route. Um,
What do I need to roll?
well, at this point, you guys haven't left the road outside of walking 40 feet north to this little clearing that you're camping in. So there's not really anything to roll. Um,
Okay.
Melo, do you have something to write on? Write with, whatever?
Do I have paper? I have oil, ink pen, ink,
Okay.
lamp. Got a lamp, I guess, and all that traveling stuff.
Okay. Then, Dirkar, after about 2 hours, um, Aramil has come back with the animal, started cutting him up, or cutting it up, well, with Riordan's help, getting food ready to go. Um, this incident with Mello happens, and then Valakad, or you look around for Valakad, and they're not there, and they show up sometime later, carrying a bundle of herbs.
Oh,
Okay, I just lost everything, and what I'm getting is yeah. Never mind.
We're sitting.
AFK.
It's okay.
Try this the other way.
So I'll just walk into camp with some herbs and then sit down my pack and put them in the pack.
I'll walk up to Val, lean down, and say, "We need to talk." And I'll walk into the trees.
I will follow.
And once I think we're far enough and alone, I'll ask him, "Did you know about Mello and him being of the undead?"
I did. I have seen him bite a creature.
Do you know, or have you been informed of what type he is? Do we have to keep him on eye?
I have a strong feeling that he will be good for us. Outside of that, I can't see the future. I saw a vision. I've never really seen the future before. I see my visions are, they're painful. I see the past. I see the future. When I sleep, it all just it hits, and this is the only time that it has actually made sense. And I got the feeling that we needed to travel together. And outside of that, I unfortunately I cannot say much else.
Have you ever met any of his kind before?
I've never met any of his kind before. I've never met any of your kind before. I've kind of led a sheltered life. Uh, all things considered.
Okay, well then I will say this. I have, where I came from, I have known a few of his ilk, and only maybe 2% can ever be trusted.
Earlier you said that you had met goblins and orcs where you come from, and the ones that we fought yesterday were bad, or maybe bad. I don't know, but they were trying to attack the hall, and maybe in this world compared to wherever you came from. Maybe creatures like him are good, if orcs and goblins can be bad.
I'll cross my arms over my chest with one hand underneath my chin, contemplating the words Valor speaking, as it is rash to jump to conclusions. Very well. Since you put us all together, I will go off your lead. But if the time comes and he needs to put down, I will not hesitate.
Understandable.
Back.
Since this is your quest, I'll follow your lead on this.
It is not my quest. I got sent on this mission to find out who or what I am and why I am.
I'll put my hand on his chest and I'll look him right in the eyes and I'll say, "It is your quest. It has been given to you to bring us all together for this purpose."
You put your hand on my chest.
Shoulder.
Okay.
And it pretty much
Oh, come on.
the size of
Aw,
my
it's a
hand
touchy feely.
the size of my hand basically would be like, well, what would you think from almost mid chest to mid shoulder blade? I don't know how big Val is, so I don't know how much my hand would wrap, or my claw, I should say.
I'm 6 foot tall. So shorter than you, but
Probably wouldn't wrap
taller
that
than the
much.
dwarves.
Okay, it'd be more like normal people's size then.
Yeah.
I would look like a not a weightlifter, but a pretty built human.
Okay. Have you been given any more information about where this is all to lead?
I get my information in from what little I know about myself. My mother had these visions, and she died before I got them, so I never had a chance to ask what or why I get them. From what little I understand, I'm not sure about your kind, but others here, when they sleep, they have something called a dream. And instead, I live through the past and through the future, through visions, instead of a dream.
Hmm. Can get kind of muddling, can it not? Being able to decipher between.
Very. There's few things that can sate the pain.
So you say that you had a sheltered childhood, so you wouldn't know if my kind are here and where they reside.
I grew up on a ship, visiting port to port to port. I have never seen your kind in any of the ports that we visited.
And how big are these lands?
The ports that we visited are, I would say, small to medium towns, but as far as these lands go, this is the first time that I've been off the ocean or off the sea in my 27 years on this world.
Hmm. So there's a chance that I am alone. I'll curse in Draconic the mages who sent me here.
Bless you.
That was perfect. Oh god.
Draconic sounds like
Nice.
I'll snort to the bless you, but uh, thank you for being open. I'll meditate on what you have said to me today, and I'll head back to the camp. Did you hear the last one, or did it cut off?
Sorry, one more time.
I said, thank Val for being open and candid, and I'll head back to the camp.
Alright, then I will follow.
Did everybody get something to eat?
He takes some and he thanks you.
Valaked will as well.
As will I.
Okay, yes.
Mm.
All right. As we're beginning to clean up for the night, I take out that little leather coin pouch that I found, and I'm going to put our makeshift salt in it, so we don't have to look for it every time we go to camp. And that way we've got some. And other than that, Reardon, do you need any help finishing up with the jerky? And
Nope, I'll take first watch and I'll work the jerky.
all right.
Yeah, within minutes of conclusion, you hear the Dragonborn just snort his ass off.
Uh-huh. Well, he doesn't think he should share in the watches.
I think he passed out from exhaustion.
He said that's sleeping all of us. He only had 3 hours.
Okay, that's true. All right, well, that's not a problem.
Now, granted, none of us would know that, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will take. I guess I'll take the last watch. And I don't know. Are we ready to bed down?
I'll take whatever watch somebody wants as I put away my my parchment and ink and quill.
Yeah, just because I'm passed out, if you're gonna wake me up for a watch that I wasn't aware of, I mean, party does what party does.
I can watch if need be, but I have to take the first watch if I watch.
Well, I'll
I can
volunteer
do 4
to.
hours, so
Well, why don't the two of you take first watch, and then we have enough people in our group, don't we, that we can do like two watches a shift, almost.
Playing cards anyways, I can take first shift with Valkyr.
Everybody's taking first shift. It sounds like.
yeah, I'm gonna
You
do
wake
the
me up in the middle of the night and I'll do it.
so.
Okay. Well,
Well, I have to put on my good shoes now after that little incident, so I have to play my part.
He's looking so much more flashed.
Well, as it stands, Aramil and Reardon can both take 4 hours. That leaves 2 hours. Well, that's your watch, unless you want more than one person watching.
Somebody watching the Watchers?
is it serious? Seriously dangerous enough? You think that we need to have two watchers?
That's up to you guys.
I don't think it is yet.
I just threw my name. I don't care either way.
Okay, well, I'll take the last 4 hours. And, I take my bedroll and wrap up in it and just start to get my trance together.
I'm sure I have a bedroll, but I don't see it here.
Wouldn't it be in your adventures pack?
I don't
Depends
have an
what pack you took.
adventures pack. I've got a diplomat pack and
That's
that's
why.
it. Uh-oh. I don't have a bedroll?
No, you hang from trees.
You're a vampire. Vampires don't sleep.
Well, apparently that's the case because apparently I don't carry bedrolls with me.
Yeah,
Well,
Diplomat's pack doesn't have bedroll with it. That's where you got your scroll case.
I'm gonna make this joke. He's too used to conning it out of other people.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'll sleep in the outside. Go to an inn.
But there are no inns available here. Now be quiet. I'm trying to trance.
okay, so you guys are heading off to bed with Reardon taking first watch, Aramil taking second watch. Is that what's going on?
Yep.
Okay, Reardon, give me a perception check for your watch.
Oh, yay.
Nice.
See, we don't need two watchers.
Dang, he sees like the mouse move across the ground. Jeez.
You're not wrong. Um,
Well, during my watch, I'll take care of the meat that's on the drying rack. Got some more up. Put it on the drying rack.
okay. Uh,
Set up a rotisserie type thing so I can cook a big hunk of meat so that we can have that.
okay. For the most part, your watch is quiet. Um, there is a point about 45 minutes before the end of it where you just happen to glance up, and in a silhouette against the moon, you see some creature flying. Um, it's a good distance out, so you can't see much detail, but due to it obviously being a good distance out, you can tell that it's pretty big, like bigger than your average bird of prey. Much bigger than your average bird of prey.
Is it coming directly toward us or like going
No,
by us?
no, um, it's a good distance away. Um, Probably no danger to you at all.
Okay.
Just
Well,
just something you see off in the distance.
so when my watch ends, I'll go ahead and work arm mill, air mill, and I'm gonna let them know that I seen that thing out there in the distance.
Okay, I'll wake up,
And
rub my eyes. I'm glad you didn't have any problems.
yeah, it was all quiet other than that. And I put another set of meat up on the rack. It'll probably need to be flipped. And there's some more cut. And
Okay.
I was cooking two of the thighs on the fire, and I got them done, and I put them in my bag.
All right.
And you can there's still some more meat there to cook up and cut up. We
Yeah.
should we should have lots of meat for the trip.
Sounds like a good idea. Uh, Thank you. Go off, get your rest, and I'll try to fill in.
I'll move over to my bag, okay, and settle down and get into a trance.
Uh-huh. Well, not as good as his, but
But it's not a 10, or it's not less than
yeah,
10.
that's right. Okay, well, I wander around the campsite and stoke up the fire a little and uh, just look, make sure I know where everybody is. And there's nothing out of the ordinary. Then I go ahead and move the stripped meat off to the side of the rack where it can still stay warm, but it's pretty well cooked. And then I take the rest of the meat and I slice it up into steaks so we can have venison steak in the morning. And then I take the rest of the doe carcass and bury it so we don't leave a messy camp. Just keep wandering around, looking, listening. But I don't hear anything, don't see anything. Or do I?
No, you don't.
All right.
Your watch is also pretty uneventful.
All right. Then, so my watch is over?
Yes.
All right. I'll go around, I'll wake everyone. And while they're starting to get up, I'll take those steaks and lay them out on a hot flat rock and start cooking them for breakfast. And that sizzling should really help to wake people up.
That makes sense.
And there's still some stew in the pot, so if you'd rather have that or have them both, go right ahead. We've got plenty of food. And while people are getting up and getting going, I take the jerky and pack it away uh, in my backpack. And we've got enough. For how many rations would you say?
I'd say you'd be able to feed your party for another 2 days on what you got.
Okay, so that'd be 14 rations.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make that note in my inventory. And
Would that be split between his and?
Yeah. Why don't we do it this way? You carry 7 and I'll carry 7. And that way we know.
That makes sense.
okay.
Okay. With that, we have it's about 7 minutes till 10. Do we want to call it here, or do you want to keep going?
Both.
I should probably call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it too. I'm not feeling good.
Yeah, because I'm like you guys. I'm sick, so I'm like,
Everyone's sick in the group tonight, huh?
Yeah, I
Sick.
think most everybody's sick and everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
we'll pick it up next week. Same time, same channel.
All
Good for
right.
me.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
all right.
Thanks
Alright.
everyone for coming. Hope everyone feels better.
Have a good week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
And we'll see some of you again tomorrow for Pack the Witch.
And
The
some
rest
of us
we'll
you'll
see
see
next
on
week.
Sunday.
see you Dan Sunday, Dan. Love you.
Yep. Love you too.
Bye guys. Have a great day.
Well,
Bye.
that's bye.